Hope I didn't get anything like that. I saw a badger, though, out back of this Airbnb. Yeah. I saw a badger out back of the Airbnb yesterday, and I didn't think it was a badger, you know? And so I recorded some of its sounds on my phone that it was making, and then
What were the sounds?
oh, I can't do them. It's like
It's like when a guy steps out behind a curtain in a castle.
Yeah. It's like a.
Oh, fuck.
It was honestly close, bro.
When you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going. 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him, like, hey, man.
2:30 in the morning? I got locked out. And the blender's on, son. Oh, my God. He must have hated you.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh, my God.
So now he's pissed, and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was fucking end of January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 35. Bro, so he comes back to my apartment, right? He's fucking pissed. He unlocks the door. There's nobody in there. I think about that kind of stuff. Like if a plane crashed, I already know I'm planning ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people.
You got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
Somebody's
no,
dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person will let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
What is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A.
So you had, and I remember that dude for 50 cents, he'd let you see his wiener, or he would just show you his wiener for no money. So he wasn't like the best businessman, but you had to see a little bit of wiener if you wanted to get past that second row of seats, right? And that, you know, that's just what it was like on the school bus.
And you check any Native American's car, you always find gin and femurs or something. You know, they keep the dead with them a lot of times. I unfortunately almost knocked this young lady up that was from South Dakota. And she lived on a reservation, and she like threatened to have the baby.
Oh, damn. How old were you?
37 this year. It was this year. And she wouldn't even be cool. She threatened to have the baby, dude. And I just met her at a motel. Yeah. And she threatened to have a baby, man.
You Jewel. Dude, when I was young, Jewel was a person's name. So if somebody said, you Jewel, I would be like, no, I'm Theo. Who is she? And now, the kids got everything. You know, they got tiramisu flavored watermelon, bro. Dog, when I was doing it, you had to hit that cigarette, baby, like a damn man. You had to stand there like just a fucking loose piece of forest fire. Just... You know what I'm saying? You had to, a smoker had to smoke. There wasn't no secret. Hey, you know, this thing also doubles as a hard drive. You can keep up like 60 JPEGs on here.
The best way for racism to occur, if it has to occur, is if somebody drives and yells it out of her, because then they're gone. It's over. It happens.
It's a drive-by racism.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
you're saying that's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay, but I think it's the safest way for
It's the safest way to do it.
Yeah.
But then if they do a U-turn, then we got a problem. Yeah. What's up, Slim? And I'm like, oh, that's... Yeah, they turn around.
Yeah.
Then we're running.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Would you rather go to jail for 1 year or go to jail with a Rubik's Cube and you can leave when it's done? Oh, man.
quick you think you can do a Rubik's
Fuck, bro, a science one, huh? I would rather. I'd go to jail for a year. I think it'd be great. These days, relaxing, get some reading done, you know, get in shape, you know.
Maybe get beat up or raped though.
Yeah, get some diverse friends.
Okay. How long would it take you to do Rubik's Cube?
A Rubik's Cube? I bet I could probably do it in a week.
But you want the year in jail. So you could get out in a week, but you'll take the year.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have some time to just relax, honestly. And I'm a pretty simple man, as long as, if I'm in there. I heard the lights are on at night, though. That would be the part that wouldn't do.
We had a conversation. You were talking to somebody about being a kid and playing gay chicken.
Oh, yeah. When I was young, we used to play this game called Gay Chicken, they called it. I didn't name the game, but I was, the game existed, and then I existed.
Was it your uncle? Was it a neighbor?
Well, the game was you and a buddy, you'd grab each other's wiener.
Right.
Penis, they called it.
In those days.
Some of you guys call it penis. But, you'd grab it, and the first person to get an erection lost the game.
Right.
So it's like arm wrestling for
It's the stupidest fucking game.
No, it's not.
No.
Simple.
I mean, it is.
Did you
what
win?
it
Did
is,
you ever
dude.
win, or did you lose? Did you lose a lot, or did you win a lot?
Oh, I did real well one season.
What is the gay chicken season? What does that go from?
It's more of a win. It's more, I would say it's an autumn game.
Favorite race to like sleep with?
I don't know. I probably slept with predominantly white women. Some women don't like. I think some women just don't like. They don't
like you.
come on to you.
Like I've never had sex with a black chick.
Yeah.
I've just never I've hooked up with one, but I don't have my black belt.
Well, I don't want to fuck somebody who's on FaceTime the whole time. A. And B, here's the craziest part is though, some black women, it seems like they fuck back, dog. That's the thing. I don't know if I
That's
can
what I'm
handle
saying.
it, yeah.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I can handle it, bro.
You got to be like,
It's like kind of like, do you want this jail? Like, yeah. I don't think I got this. I'm not that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would, but I don't think, I just don't want to, it's like, I don't want to underwhelm, I'm all
Underwhelm.
right. Yeah, I don't want to underwhelm, bro.
So did you do like the open mic circuit in LA?
Yeah, started doing open mics here.
Like at Marty's or where? Like at the
They had a
Comic
place.
Meltdown and stuff?
No, they had a place over on the west side of town. I lived.
Yeah.
I was sleeping under a buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes even in his bed. Sometimes when he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this: that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature,
It's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much, and when they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That shit'll make
You never told him that, though.
that shit'll make a man out of
Yeah.
you fast, dude, or it won't. But you find out who's who pretty quick when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was doing
Said this, and I can't even say it.
My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Theodore Capitani von Kurnatowski.
That's a name, dude.
Crazy.
Oh, they used to call me the N-word all the time in Louisiana.
Which word is that?
Huh? I mean, you can pick one, but it's just because anything that gets a little too many, anything that gets a little wild, they
Yeah.
used to drop the N.
Now,
Yeah.
it
We're
was
going to start it up.
crazy.
Yeah, that tenderloin's crazy, man. I remember we went to this thing called Beta Breakers a while back there. And it was like it was a race, I guess, where people start, I guess, at the bay and then they run like the bridge or something.
Yep.
Well, we did a bunch of mushrooms and we didn't, I don't know, we weren't really in the race or anything. But at one point we took over a table. Somebody had a table where they had all the cups of water, and we took it over right in the middle. And I'm just flying on mushrooms at this point, dude. I'm looking, the Lord's looking for me, and I'm looking for him, We're gonna meet up that afternoon. But and people were running by in this race, it's tens of thousands of people in this race. And when they get close, someone would try to get the water, and we'd be like, no, it's for Asian people only. So you had so many people, and they're running. They have to keep going. There's a huge flow of people. They can't argue or discuss it. You'd be like, oh, it's Asians only. And they're like, and they just keep on fucking moving.
Passing out from dehydration a quarter mile down the road.
All these Irish people stacking up at the curb at the next turn, just boom, boom. And all Asian people were just so happy,
Super
bro.
hydrated.
Oh, yeah, just flying, bro. It was just so bizarre, though.
Such a great choice.
Dude, we laughed for so long. We just sat there, and somebody had deserted their stand, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster.
I'm Konstantin Kisin.
And this is a show for you if you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von. Welcome to Trigonometry.
You guys have, we call it autism.
If I had autism, if I had fully documented autism, I'd spray on half the things in town, probably.
Phoning it in, bud. How are you?
We're great, man. It has to be tough on you. A lot of rain this week, a lot of subpar golf. You must have been kind of slugging through a long week of golf, huh?
I guess, man. Who even wants to play golf? That's my question. I actually missed my cousin's circumcision for this. I was in the city doing a shell game with a couple of buddies, and I got a twit that said, we're on Bethpage Black at the 7th hole. I thought it was a porn, so I drove out here, and apparently there's a lot of golf going on.
But not much sex.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I caught a BJ in a sand trap. Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend that. But Glover won, but the news is that he's not black. That was the surprising news. I was like, Glover, not black, that's a bigger story.
No relation to Danny out there.
No relation to Danny or Leroy Glover, actually, who retired today after 13 seasons in the NFL.
Nice. Now, not to bring up a touchy subject for you, but you mentioned that BJ in the sand trap. Any sign of crabs?
Not here. Phil Mickelson lost. He came in second. I don't know if he has crabs or not. His wife has cancer, though, and we wish her well. Much more serious disease.
Nice. Did you get to meet any of your favorite players out there? Anybody you were looking forward to meeting?
No, I saw John Sally with a couple of white chicks, so that was pretty cool, and I got one of their autographs.
So the girls he hangs out with can actually write their own names now?
Yeah, it wasn't in cursive.
You're horrible.
It's not, yeah. He's first time covering golf, I take it?
Yeah, definitely my first time covering golf, and hopefully my last. There's a lot of cars here driving back on the course, too, which is really dangerous at this hour. They're actually about to film a Subaru commercial out here, which actually might be more exciting than this year's U.S. Open.
And I also couldn't help but notice that I believe there's a palm tree behind you.
Yeah, there's a palm here. They brought in a couple of palms this year, just because Tiger Woods, it was in his contract. It was in his contract that he had to have palms.
New York has never looked better, and I'm also pleased to see that it's still daytime where you are. Because
it is. It's bright forever here in New York, Alaska.
Shop it at a pet shop in the front, and low key in the back, they was doing sexual offers,
bro.
And my buddies, they were real perverts,
Yeah.
And I'm in there looking at these fucking parakeets
hedgehogs?
and all kind of parrotlets.
They have some cool hedgehogs?
Birds mostly, dude. It's the fucking jungle, bro. Hedgehogs? The fuck out of here, dude. Look, it's Montana. They had real beautiful animals in there. And everybody else is trying to come in the back, and I'm trying to catch one of these fucking beautiful parrotlets out front.
Dude, you don't think you now just be dead honest. Do you think you bought a cheap parrot and then got your dick sucked in the back?
I do remember what happened. They had some we went in the back and I got super nervous, and then I left, and and then
what did your buddy say go down? Did they fuck a toucan or something?
I don't know how strange it got, but the funny thing to me was the parrots knew a lot of English, and they would mimic a lot of sexual things they'd heard, like, oh, get that pony, and it was so crazy.
Use a condom. What else could we do on our double date, you think? Where could we go to eat?
I think we should go to a fancy restaurant. It'd be romantic.
Yes. Get some candlelight?
Yeah. Candlelights everywhere.
Yeah. Maybe a couple roses on the table for the ladies?
Yeah.
A little bit of champagne?
The champagne.
Yeah.
The scotch.
Yeah, a little scotch. Damn, okay.
Dang, bro. If I have too much scotch,
So
I'll have Down syndrome, bro.
So,
if I have too much, man.
So Jason.
No, little people hate when you pick them up too.
Yeah, I think because it unsettles their system. Google that if we can pick up a little one.
A dude who used to give you, he had like he'd always have raisins in his pockets, individual raisins, and he'd give you a couple of them. We had a dude, my dad had a friend, and he'd put cinnamon on the fucking palm of his hand and let you lick it off. And this was probably, and then one of his feet was longer than the other one. Or he had a.
What the fuck is the name? Where?
Extra foot. Or not, he was black.
Where were
and he
you?
had like half of an extra foot. So, you know, black
Throwing out
people,
the bottom of it?
well, black people are always trying to show off, you know, but he had like a, no,
Well, hold on a second.
he had like a lift on his shoe. One of his feet wasn't that long.
One
legs.
of his feet. Oh, I thought you meant he had like 2 feet stacked like a sandwich.
Yeah, fuck that. Just because some risky fella, you know, just because some, you know,
They had 2,500 influencers that day. They gave everybody their own
I know
can.
they did. I knew that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, they just gave a can to everybody. Nobody's paying attention.
Everybody
and plus,
got
dude,
a can.
if I don't know where I'm at sexually, I could probably use a drink. You know?